Welcome to Outside the Box. I'm your host, Margot. You're tuned into the origins of MK Ultra. Ran from 1953 to 1973, CIA officials' main objectives were to modify human behavior and psychological change by developing chemical and biological agents. This was to create a substance that could produce amnesia, shock, as well as confusion. CIA officials wanted to create the perfect CIA officer, entitled Manchurian Candidates. Now, if you're not familiar with the Denzel Washington film Manchurian Candidates, I feel like you guys should go ahead and check that out. After the Korean War, American military was secretly compromised by the Koreans. During this time, I called this the split society of the 50s. One half of the society is perfect in all classes of people, and the other half in a state of emergency. One part of the hierarchy, the rulers of America, had to come up with what should have been a well thought out plan to keep America safe, our government and military officers. It was no secret that our government officials, as well as the military, desperately needed the proper training, branches of government and military services as well. But that was, of course, then. We have that now. But during that time, they were desperately in need of that, that organization. The world was evolving at a rapid rate, becoming more advanced, and because of this, extreme security measures needed to be implemented, but in this case, they still needed to be developed. 5 years after the Office of Strategic Services, the OSS, was formed, the General Counsel of the CIA was the beginning of the Central Intelligence Agency. So I feel like the General Counsel of the CIA is like the corporate office of CIA. But this was formed before the CIA. So of course that's how that would be. But this is where things had gotten complicated when it came to our military services. Our government officials had to take extreme measures. Again, this is when Allen Dulles made the decision to launch one of the CIA programs, which was MK Ultra, which is one of many sub-projects that the CIA constructed. CIA officials knew they needed covert institutions to be able to conduct the numerous research studies and experiments they felt necessary to get results. CIA secretly supported human behavior controlled research. 80 institutions, including 44 colleges and universities, hospitals, prisons, and pharmaceutical companies. The CIA's involvement with Georgetown University Hospital served many of Washington's most powerful figures, which in that instance is actually helping out the CIA. Just like any other business deal that's covertly handled, in 1955, the CIA authorized a $375,000 contribution to building an extension to the Georgetown University. This was called the Gorman Building through a covert medical fund. So later on, probably in another episode, we will go over I call it black funds, or I think it's black accounts. That's for like the CIA and other covert operations or agencies. The CIA continued to look for institutions the agency's own personnel could continue to test a wide range of drugs, including a pill called K. This is called the knockout pill. Like Princeton and Georgetown, Columbia as well as Stanford were used for covert operations as well. So as you know, when there's a covert agency, there has to be, like I said, certain fundings, certain businesses and accounts that have to be handled covertly. So it's very, very different. But just like MK Ultra and any other experiment, we are taking chances on certain things. So in the 50s, we still needed to evolve like to now. So I feel like anything that we do or idea is in good intention, but because of the timing and we're behind, it's chaotic. All types of irrational decisions are made. So I feel like this might have happened during that time. I don't condone it. I do believe it is unethical and illegal. But during that time, I felt like they didn't know what to do. And without that, we wouldn't be able to be safe now. America wouldn't be safe at all. Like I said, we were compromised by the Koreans during the 50s. So I'd like to thank you for tuning in to Outside the Box. I'm your host, Margot. Please like and subscribe, and please stay safe and informed.